Hey guys, if you guys haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. As a matter of fact, it's how I make this podcast. It's free. It has some great creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone and computer. And Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so that it's heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need in a podcast in one place. So make sure you go and download the Anchor app. It's free. Or go to Anchor FM to get yourself started. Trust me, guys, it's so super easy.
In five, four, three, two, one. Um, Hello all. It's been a while, but I just want to talk about a few things today. So, first of all, um, before this, Ontario was on lockdown for basically 13 months. And now that the province has opened up, like maybe like 3 weeks ago, it also meant that our movie theaters opened up again. So last week, my girlfriend, me, and her friend went and saw Escape Room 2. Now, I didn't see Escape Room 1, but I was getting my hair cut, and my friend was telling me, oh, Escape Room 1 was pretty lit, so he was going to watch Escape Room 2. So I was kind of interested. So we went and saw Escape Room 2. And now, like, at the beginning of Escape Room 1, I'm sorry, at the beginning of the movie, it kind of recaps everything that happens in Escape Room 1. So, basically, kind of this whole government conglomerate of evil, richest people in the world make people try and do an escape room, and if they don't, they die. The last one standing wins. Which is like, I don't know, kind of reminds me of like, I think it's this old movie, the deadliest catch or something, where, or like it might be a book, but I'm pretty sure everyone's heard of it, where like all these rich people take like vagrants or homeless people on an island and they hunt them because they're rich and they have all the money and power. So I was like, okay, so they're just trying to fight against an evil force. And then, of course, the main character, she sees patterns because she's like, oh, all of this is telling a story. And then me not watching Escape Room 1, I was like, what is it talking about? But myself, when I'm watching something, I like try to figure it out too. So I was wondering what is, the theme. And then around the time, like, they were in like the beach area, I was like, wow, why do I, and like there was a redhead, I'm like, why do I kind of feel like it's somehow connected to the redhead? Because like at the beginning of the movie, she talks about her daughter, and then when she's even seeing a therapist at the beginning, she's like, oh, what would it take for you to think that this is all over? Which is an amazing meta because of like the ending. Because I didn't foresee her like winning at the end, but the way how they did it, it was like really cool. Like at the beginning, I was kind of suspicious when like the therapist is like, "This is a clue, this is a clue, and this is a clue," but then I'm like, okay, maybe I'm just reading a little bit too into it. But at the end, once they think that they have won, and also like the other girl, the girl that doesn't feel pain, and then the other, like the black girl in the acid room, I feel like they're not really dead because like if you didn't see it, it didn't happen, which is kind of believe me too. Like even when the friend like fell in the sand pit, I'm like, well, I didn't see him die, so I'm not sure if he's dead. The priest probably dead, but I don't know um, if you know if all the people, because like they all kind of died off screen. Like the priest died off screen, and then the the other redhead and the black girl died off screen. So like I wonder if they're actually dead. You know what I mean? But we'll see that. But then at the end, it was really cool how like basically everything that she said for her to believe that it's all over and to get on a plane, she would have to think that all of them are caught. The police is doing something to shut it down. Blah blah blah. And then it all comes back to that. And now she has to make her own escape room, which I'm assuming is going to be the third movie. And maybe that time she'll actually win. She'll make an escape room and actually get them caught. Maybe not. This was when it was really cool, considering not seeing the first movie. I was like, wow, this could be like a long running series, like multiple movies, you know, because I feel like you could keep making this and then them never getting caught because the main villain are these out of sight, out of mind people who own everything in the world. So they have the money, they can get away with it. You know what I'm saying? So there's that. Um, I would recommend. Well, first of all, I should watch the first one because even though I kind of know how it ends, I still want to see how it went. But if you're going to the movie theaters and you see Escape Room 2 and you're thinking about if you should watch it or not, it's a good one. It's like not like 10 out of 10, but it's very watchable and I'd watch it again. It was very cool. I give it a 7 or 8. Um, Now, there's something else I wanted to briefly talk about, which um kind of bothers me because you see, there's this whole drama that happened this week because Simone Biles dropped out of the Olympics group stage competition, and um, everyone is blasting her, saying she's selfish, and well, obviously not everyone, but you know, when you go on the internet, you always see the negative parts. And of course, you know, my favorite thing to do when some stupid shit is going on is to see what um, the Onion is trying to say. And of course, the Onion says conservatives blast Simone Biles for robbing them of the opportunity to criticize her win. So, like, I was, I tweeted this, and I really believe it's true that if Simone Biles was not a black woman, the way how people are calling her selfish and everything, and all these negative things that people are saying to her, it wouldn't have happened. In the same way, literally, like 3 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, Shikari Richardson was kicked out and disqualified from the 100-meter dash in the Olympics for testing positive for smoking marijuana. And I don't know which one is the truth, if her mom died a couple weeks before or if she had literally just finished running the race and then she smoked weed and then she like just finished running the race and then someone went and told her that her mom died. So that, but either way, so Shikari Richardson disqualified for smoking weed. And then this week I see these white women saying they're bringing weed to the Olympics. So, of course, anyone with a brain is saying, make it make sense. Why are you telling people rules is rules? Like, you know, you can't smoke weed because, first of all, weed isn't federally legal in America. Like, I think it might have been legal in the state that she smoked it in, but it's not federally legal in America. So, by her smoke testing positive for weed, which I'm pretty sure we can all agree that weed isn't like a performance enhancing drug. And, you know, she was smoking it. Like, she admits that she made a mistake, sure. But man, her mom just died, and if it's true that she just won the race and then they told her her mom had just died, so her not knowing her mom died, her winning this decorated thing, and then you just kind of shatter her world in front of her. I would have smoked, you know, it's a good thing she only smoked weed because who knows, she could have went on a binge or something else because that is terrible news to win. When you're basically got the best news of your life that you're going to the Olympics, and now you find out your mom's dead. So that is crazy to me. But yeah, so it's this whole thing again with like going back to Naomi Osaka saying she's not doing press conferences anymore because she had just lost, and now you're gonna sit there and make her not even have time to sit and think about the moment but answer these questions when, let's be real, a lot of reporters are a little bit disrespectful because they don't really care about how the athlete feels. They're just trying to get their sound bites or headline, and they don't really care how the athlete felt, especially the athlete that lost. So the fact that Naomi Osaka is like, nah, and she'll take the fine, and her dropping out of the French Open once again, which doubtedly kind of made the French Open look worse because a lot of people were probably only going to watch it for Naomi Osaka or people like Naomi Osaka. And I'm glad like her and other athletes are standing up and saying, nah, I'll take the fine because this is bullshit. Same with Shikari Richardson. She made a mistake, she'll admit it, but come on, smoking weed, that's not going to make her a better runner, if anything. And now, in the same breath as people cursing Shikari Richardson for smoking weed to get into the Olympics, there are these white people who are saying they're bringing weed into the conversation, to the topic of the Olympic Games. So why wasn't, I don't know, if I were them, why wasn't Shikari Richardson brought up? Because if anything, that would have made you look better. Because if you're going to glorify and say how this drug can help people, why are you not looking at the most? It's literally, there's no way that they made that post and did not hear about Shikari Richardson, because I'm pretty sure that was worldwide news. Everyone was talking about it. That would have been a better statement in my opinion. So there's that. And now Simone Biles. At first, I saw she was dropping out for mental health reasons, but also I did see what she did, like how she didn't stick her landing, so it looked like she kind of hurt herself. But either way, who are these people who have never made it past their intramural sports team in their small little city, saying that she's selfish and she's a disgrace and all these things, when Simone Biles is literally like 20? She was 16, decimating Russians, and is literally one of the most decorated gymnasts of all time. She has 4 moves named after her. So I just don't believe it. Like, I don't know if it's because what I saw honestly was literally just white people. So I don't know if it was black people also blasting her, but like the Onion said, it was a lot of conservatives who were attacking her. But really and truly, like, who are they? These people have never done anything truly important in their life. Like, they are not Olympic level athletes. So who are they to say? And there's also like the tweet that said she literally beat all the criticisms, sexual harassment. So for her to say that what she is going through is too much, it is too much. And I was listening to a podcast, and they were saying the fact that she said that she's not in the right headspace, that is very important, because if she's not in the right headspace, she could break her neck or bones in her body if she's not in the right place. So the fact that she was able to call it, and to be quite frank too, I feel like shouldn't teams like this have a backup in case something like that happens, like someone gets injured or they can't do it? So why didn't the US gymnast team have like extras? That's just me, it's like a basketball team or a soccer team. You have extra players or people, because I'm pretty sure Simone Biles, like, the whole entire US shouldn't just depend on her for them to win like the group stage. And I'm pretty sure more than 5 people are top Olympic level athletes that they could have brought just for backup. Like, isn't that why people have understudies and stuff like that? So the fact that everyone is kind of putting US's loss on her is really, really stupid. And I can't believe that in 2021 we're still having conversations like this. Um, but yeah, that's just something I wanted to get off my chest because I was just like, wow, it's always the people that know the least that have the most to say. So, thanks for coming to my TED Talk. But wow, shut the fuck up. And I think it goes without saying, leave Simone Biles, Shikari Richardson alone. And if you're gonna have conversations about bringing weed and drugs and stuff, you gotta talk about the impact that has destroyed many communities that led them to even stuff like this happening. You know what I mean? I'm what I said made no sense. Like it makes more sense in my mind, but basically, leave Simone Biles and Shikari Richardson alone. Let athletes speak for themselves. You know, especially people who aren't athletes, because let's be real, you don't know what's going on in their head, and you don't know what it's like to live their life or what if they have gone through. So leave them alone. That's all I have for today. Peace.